Hello everyone. Welcome to this video on bold reports. If you're building a report and want to update data from a REST API without maintaining a reporting database, this video is for you. I'll show you how to connect a JSON REST API to bold reports in 5 minutes using the Web API data source and design a complete report for real-time and embedded reporting. In Bold Reports Designer, I'm going to use the Web API data source, which helps connect to REST endpoints using getter post, pass headers and parameters, work with JSON or XML responses, and configure authentication or connect to open endpoints. Now let me show the complete flow using a simple ASP.NET Core Web API. For this demo, I'll focus on connecting data to a report using the REST API. In the application, I create a new class file inside the Models folder. I add the core report viewer.models namespace to it and define the required fields with appropriate data types. Next, I create a new folder inside the www root directory. In data folder, add a file named unitrental.json and the sample data in JSON format. Next, I open homecontroller.cs. and add the HTTP GET attribute and configure the API route for this method. And create the getData method. Inside the code, I generate the JSON file path by combining the application's current working directory with the www root, data, unitrentals.json path using path.combine. Next, I check whether the unitrentals.json file exists at the specified location. If the file is not found, the method returns a not found response with an error message, which prevents the application from throwing an exception. If the file exists, I read the entire JSON content using file.readAllText. Then, deserialize the JSON string into a strongly typed object using system.text.json.json serializer. While deserializing, I enable the property name case-insensitive option so the JSON property names don't need to exactly match the C# property casing. I store the result in a variable and return the deserialized data to the client. Then I run the application and copy the generated localhost endpoint URL. In Bold Reports Designer, I create a new report named Unit Rental Summary Report. Next, I design the report layout by adding a header and removing the footer section. To connect the data source, I open the Data panel. Click New Data and select the Web API data source. I enter a name. Paste the copied API URL. Choose the GET method. And connect. See, the JSON response loads in a table format. Then I drag and drop the fields into the query designer and save the query. I add the report title in the header. And customize it. I drag and drop a table into the body section. Add the required columns. And resize the header. I map the necessary fields. Apply background colors. Adjust fonts. And update alignments for better readability. Lastly, I preview the report. And the unit rental details are displayed using the REST API data. In this video, I have shown you how to create a data visualization report using the Web API's data in Bold Reports. To learn more about Bold Reports, visit boldreports.com. If you don't have a Bold Reports subscription, you can sign up for a 30-day free trial using the Try It Free option. If you prefer a demo from an expert, click Request Demo to schedule one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more information on Bold Reports.